Well, before we get going on our podcast, we want to say thank you to all of you. We know a lot of you have been listening and watching, and we so appreciate it. We're having fun. Right?
We're having a blast. I'm having a good time.
Before we get going, we need to tell the people that the only reason we're here is because of the sponsors.
Yeah, we'd like to thank Continental Diamonds.
Yes, Continental Diamond.
Yeah.
I went there, in fact, this week because I needed some necklaces unraveled that we purchased
They'll
there.
do that for necklaces.
You. I'm going there right after the show.
Life is better outdoors with By the Yard.
It is.
And Aquarius Home Services. They've earned the right to be recommended. Thank you for helping us out with Weathering Life. Weathering Life with Belle and Lee, weathering July. Okay, seriously. Are you kidding? It was just the 4th of July.
I know. And all of a sudden, July's over and it's my favorite month for so many reasons. I was born this month.
Happy
In fact,
belated
yesterday,
birthday.
My daughter was born this month. It is the warmest month, but it's been good. It's been good. The water went from really chilly in June to really quite warm.
I was fishing last weekend. The water was 83 degrees in the lake.
It was up to 90 for a minute. Now it's sitting at about 88. And I love to wake surf. It's like one thing that my husband and I love to do. But and the funny thing is we've been doing it for over a decade. We follow all the rules. We stay away from the shoreline. Our music isn't too loud. We understand all the things. But I have to call out Alexa Score because she has promised me that if I've been doing this for over a decade, and literally all I can do is go up and down the wave, I want to be able to figure out how to do a 360. So Alexa, come on my boat and teach me, or I'll go on yours. I just want to learn because we kind of laugh that we are like this.
Do you have
group.
Any video? Are we going to show some video?
We possibly could show a little bit. It's not great, but you know what? It makes you feel young. It's my favorite part of July, along with barbecues and getting together with people and just being warm at night, late, like 9 o'clock. I love that.
Right?
I'm going to miss that so much.
I know.
But I also want to learn something because we were laughing as a group in our boat. We're of between 56 and 64. So we're like older, the old surfers, and we play the good music and we kind of feel young. But none of us can do a 360. I mean, Tanner can when he pops on the boat, but not me or not anyone.
So what do you look at Tanner do it? Why can't you then?
Well, I have to try and I have to.
Have you tried and crashed?
Everyone else on the boat has tried. I'm still trying to
You've
just
never even
figure out
tried
how to do
a
this.
360.
I should.
I probably, if I try, it would be accidental. I'd go right down into the water.
But it is fun. It's a ton of fun and I do love it. So you said you were fishing, but also I know you're watching. Go ahead.
But before you get away from the wakeboard and a video on social media the other day, Quinn Hughes.
He's great at wake surfing.
Oh my gosh. Quinn Hughes from the Minnesota Wild is out there wake surfing. And I'm thought,
everyone's doing it, Lee. We got to go and do it.
And that is so cool. Can he do a 360?
I think he can do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because I heard he was really good at it. And then I saw a video of him and See,
now
Alexa's amazing at it too.
I love summer, but I also love hockey. So that's really cool.
I know you do.
The schedule
and so
came out.
The other really cool thing that's going on this minute is that we have a really, really good golfer in town.
Oh yeah, Scotty Scheffler is in town for the 3M Open, which when this starts streaming, it'll already have happened. And
it was a big deal. And he said he'd never been to Minnesota.
Big deal. He teed off early this morning, the morning that we're recording this, and yesterday was the Pro-Am. Remember, I played in that Pro-Am a number of times. It's so much fun. But he played with Coach KOC, coach of the Vikings.
Fabulous.
How about that?
That's fun.
Kevin O'Connell was out there playing with Scheffler.
He said that he heard great things about the tournament. He heard great things about Blaine, and he wanted to practice for the FedEx, and he thought sitting around would not be good after the British Open. So here he is.
That's
playing in Minnesota. I know people are excited about it.
Yeah, he needs those FedEx Cup points, and 3M Open is one of those tournaments where you get those points. So, and it's the best field in 8 years. So that's pretty cool.
That is exciting.
I wish I could tell you who won, but we can't.
Well, you know what? I'm sure a lot of people will know. So we're excited about today's guest.
I know, especially, oh my gosh, we can't talk about, but we're going to talk about Initials game that's on one of the local radio stations, KFAN, the Power Trip. And you, young lady.
Well, the fact that I'm even in this tournament of Initials is hilarious because I guess you only have to get one right in a previous appearance to get in. I thought they just didn't have enough people, so they called me. So I got one right back in May. And I popped on and we'll talk about what happened and we'll see what's happening as we move forward. Of course, we're very excited to have the founder of Initials, Cory Cove, here to talk about. I didn't realize he came up with the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll talk about that story too coming up with Cory Cove.
Are we going to play Initials?
Oh, yeah, we're going to play between you and I.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Oh, now I'm scared. You're going to kick my butt now. I always get one, but man.
It'll be exciting.
We'll tell you how well she did the other day.
With Cory Cove. Don't go away.
Your outdoor space should be a place to relax, gather, and make memories, not a place for endless upkeep. That's why By the Yard creates maintenance-free outdoor furniture built to withstand the elements and designed to last for decades. With timeless styles, exceptional comfort, and quality craftsmanship, it's furniture you'll enjoy season after season. Some of my By the Yard furniture is 20 years old. It looks just as good as the day I bought it. Visit a showroom in Maple Grove, Woodbury, or Jordan, or you can shop online at buytheyard.net. By the Yard, life is better outdoors.
I love Continental Diamond. And the reason I love it is because there are so many things that they know there that are so difficult to understand when it comes to how much we should spend, how to get things fixed, how to, of course, get a beautiful item in any price point. We're talking about a family-owned company since 1981. It was voted best jeweler by Minnesota Bride magazine for 16 consecutive years. So if you have jewelry needs, or you want to figure out how much something is worth, or you need something fixed, all of those things, go to Continental Diamond.
I love my Connecticut whole home water system. I have it at home and at the cabin thanks to Aquarius Home Services. And it's summer, and that means home improvement season. At Aquarius, they know managing a household and all the expenses is no easy task. They also know how important it is to have worry-free water in your home. Your family deserves water you can trust. You use it every day for drinking, cooking, cleaning, and bathing. That's why Aquarius Home Services is very excited to share their summer trade-in and trade-up program. You trade in your old water softener and trade up to a Connecticut whole home water treatment system. The best part? Get an additional $500 off on top of their summer sale prices. So say goodbye to hard water, rust stains, and unwanted contaminants, and hello to cleaner, worry-free water flowing through every faucet all day, every day. And by the way, the taste is amazing. It all starts with a free water test. Schedule yours today at AquariusHomeservices.com. Aquarius, earning the right to be recommended. All right, this is exciting. First of all, I can't wait to talk about your appearance on the Power Trip morning show the other day.
Crazy.
That was incredible. But Cory Cove is here from the Power Trip, celebrating 25 years.
Yeah.
25 years.
Almost, yeah, almost.
Wow. And you already did the show this morning. Here you are, double duty. Appreciate you.
Yeah, this is going to be a little smarter, I think, than what I just put up with for 3.5 hours.
Well, you never know.
You never know. No, but you were just on our show on Monday, and you killed it. I think even you had low expectations for Initials, and you dominated.
So that's I wanted you to. We want to talk about Initials. First of all, if nobody's ever heard of the Initials game, where have you been on the Power Trip morning show? But now it's in bars all across the country, and you can get the game and play with your family and friends. I'm going fishing up at Rainy Lake next week, and the family already sent the email. Don't forget Initials.
Love it.
That's fabulous. So when I did it the first time at Maynard's, I had no idea that you created it. You put it all across the country. You have to tell us the backstory about this.
Yeah, so 13, 14 years ago, we had AJ Mansour on the morning show, and he was quitting iHeart to go take a higher paying job because his first kid was on the way. So we were doing it as a goodbye to AJ. His initials are AJ. So I'm like, let's just do something as a throwaway. And it was the AJ game. It was a one-time thing. And I just came up with 12 people that had the initials AJ, and we did clues. And it's almost exactly how it is now. Just all names, people's names. And as soon as it was over, it was like, that was kind of fun. We should just do that even though he's quitting. Long story longer, he goes to a job that he didn't like. He quit like 2-3 days later, came right back. So I think he was even back by the time game 2 started. And as you guys know, almost everything now is super polarizing on social media. But I even remember back then, that was the first bit we had ever done that was like universally like, that was cool. You guys should do that again. And it just kind of took off and has built up over 13 years.
AJ turns out to be the GOAT of the game.
He's so good, yeah.
Because Meat Sauce has probably beat him in number of victories, maybe, or
yeah,
are they
but
close?
we've done this tournament now, I think 4 times, and AJ's won it 3 out of 4. AJ's just unbelievably good. So coincidentally, the person who started the idea, right? I tried to come up with something for him. He's been dominant for 13 years.
So I think my take is why people like it is because it's everyone can play. It's very competitive.
You play driving in the car.
You're screaming at the radio, and you guys do it once a week normally. I know now you're in this tournament, but it's also, I think it makes you a little smarter, and that's what's fun about it too. So you change the game a bit, and now there's no names, right?
Very, very infrequently. I just found over the years that it's more interesting to have like a thing be a riddle, because the names are polarizing. I say this all the time, but like when I was doing the board game, I learned with having 2 daughters and my dad's 88, and that there are just names that go in 1 or 2 buckets. And it's like my dad either has 100% chance at it, my girls have 0, or the exact opposite. So I'm like, man, names are way more polarizing than I thought. So I try to keep it to the names that everybody should know. So like giant celebrities,
like Winston Churchill or something like that. So
no
it's people,
excuses
places, things,
phrases, movie titles, song titles, whatever.
But talk about the business and how that it's more than just, I mean, coming up with a board game is a really difficult thing. Talk to us how that worked out, and now that it's in bars and everything else.
Yeah, so I knew pretty early on that this would work as a board game. So I kind of sat on it though for like 5 or 6 years. And then right before COVID hit, I actually put the pedal down and did it. So we launched the Kickstarter in like March, I think, of 2020. Really good timing.
Wow.
So I think the Kickstarter closed essentially right in that first window of COVID. So for a while there, it was like, people were looking for things to do at home anyway, and I had a brand new board game, so it was kind of awesome timing.
One of the better things about COVID,
it's really,
right?
It's really not a board game, but it
really isn't. It's a card game.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
a card game. Can you explain? Because I'm telling you, you sit down with, if you don't listen to the Power Trip morning show, and you sit down with relatives fishing, up in Rainy Lake on an island, and you explain it. They get done with the first answer. Say it's AJ, and again, now what are the initials? No, you don't understand. It's the same initials for that round.
Yep.
And it's packaged very nicely in that. And you do all that in your basement?
Yeah. I have a local company that does the printing and cards and the boxes and all that kind of stuff. But all the fulfillment and stuff. My basement basically is like an Amazon fulfillment center, which is kind of insane. And my girls help like about 2 hours a year.
But
right.
But it's a cool thing.
Congratulations
to pick
on all
up
that.
something like
you.
that and start something. Maybe there's somebody out there that wants to start something, and
just do it.
Just do it, right? Because man, it's gone crazy.
And that is like one of the silver linings of COVID. That's something that was created because really worked pretty well. So then, how did it get into the bars? Then how did that work?
So obviously the radio shows killing it with the initials, and the board game really, really worked. And then the guys at Trivia Mafia, who have just been dominating the trivia market in the Upper Midwest for years and years and years. We're having a lot of bars that were telling them like, all right, you guys crush for us on Tuesdays. We'd love you on Thursdays, but we don't want the same thing. Like, what else do you have? And over the years, apparently they were brainstorming, and 1 or 2 of the guys were like, well, initials is awesome. I wonder if that would work. So they approached us and basically were like, do you want to partner? And I said, sure. So what's cool is I help promote it, but all the content for the bar version is written by their team of writers. So I don't do any of the bar content. Which is super cool because it's a different vibe. They write differently than I do. So if you listen to the radio version versus the board game version versus the bar version, they all have a slightly different feel because I write differently for the board game as I would for the 4 people that play every Friday or the guests when we have the tournament. So it's fun. It's a different vibe. So when I go play at the bars, I get to play because I didn't write it.
That's pretty amazing that you are coming up with all this. That's a lot of research.
It's a ton of work.
Yeah, a lot of research.
AI's helped a lot in terms of cutting down research time.
This is going to air next week. So the tournament is going on. So talk about this tournament you're having right now.
And how many years have you been doing it?
I think this is year 5, I think.
Wow.
So we're up to it's 45 people a year. We try to get a hand like 6, 7, 8 new people every year. You're one of the 8, I think, 7 or 8 this year.
Because I got one right.
TV people, radio people.
Exactly. So this year we got Adam Thielen's playing for the first time. Lou Ragoose from Care 11 is on. He's a good dude. We've had him play once.
He's good at it.
I'm trying to think who else is new this year. Daniel Hastings, who was on Love is Blind on Netflix. We've met him once. He was a good dude. So he's playing. So we have celebrities, athletes, media people, radio people, a lot of obviously everybody attached to KFAN.
And they all have a ranking.
Yeah, we do the seedings almost to troll, but yeah, we do rank them 1 through 45.
I
and
can't
Muss
wait.
was 45th.
Who's the highest ranking person that's advanced lately.
Yeah,
Holy cats, because you were high.
2 upsets so far, technically, right?
No,
Kelsey
I was
Cook.
way
Kelsey
low.
Cook was 30 something, and I think Belle, you were 40ish or
For
something.
sure.
Yeah, you were
I got
you're a
one
rookie.
right the last time.
Yeah, you're a rookie.
How
so
many
it's
did
been
Kelsey
awesome.
get right?
Kelsey got 6. She kind of dominated.
So it's 12 rounds. So she won 6 out of 12.
6 out of 12,
I ended up somehow with 4 on Monday.
which is a great score.
And advancing. So I'm golfing. I played in an event for the Minnesota Golf Association in Buffalo. And I got out of my car at 8 o'clock and I texted her. I go, good luck. Please don't tell me what happened because I want to listen to it on my way home. So I get done golfing about 1 o'clock and, have a beer. And then I decide to listen to Initials. And oh my God, here I am in the afternoon listening to, and I'm like, I wonder how she's going to do. And I kept hitting. I'm like, she's got 1. She's got 2.
It's the
Oh my
best.
God, she's going to win the thing. I couldn't believe it.
The initials were CD. And of course, you don't know that going in. So in case you don't. So right away, I'm writing down cool down. I was writing down anything I could think of. And I think what happened to me was
I had Continental Divide. I thought for
Continental
sure.
Divide. So right away, what happened is I got Central Division. And then I think all I was trying to do is not get 0.
Mhm.
That was my goal going in. I was super kind of nervous and I got Central Division. And then once you get 1, all of a sudden it's like, so then your mind starts to be clearer and you can actually, because if you don't get any, when we're in round 4, round 5, then it gets more and more nerve wracking. And then your mind just like goes in weird directions for me anyway. That's how I felt.
That's one part of the game that we actually just talked about that on the morning show this morning because Elizabeth Reese is playing tomorrow from Twin Cities Live. And she tells me every time that she is so nervous. She gets anxiety the week of and it freaks her out. Well, so this tournament I won't name names. I think I had 3 people flat out say like, I can't do that game anymore. It like stresses me out. It's too much pressure. And I had one athlete about 4 months ago confirm and book with me and then text me back like 3 hours later and go, I changed my mind, man. I can't do this.
It is nerve wracking.
It's like a blue collar Jeopardy, right? It's like people get nervous that they're going to look dumb. And the truth is, if you play all the time, and some guys like Hawk and Sauce and Marnie and Lieber and Parrish, they've played so many times that you're going to have ridiculously bad answers once in a while. But
I always want to get just 1, and I do.
I think the people that play once a year or twice a year, they're like, man, if I look dumb though, then that's just like my brand. It's like, it's really not though. But
it kind of is. But
it's anxiety inducing.
That just tells you how important that game is to people because they really do. And so what's the person just randomly that got the most?
So we've had 9. 9 is the high out of 12. AJ's gotten it. Sauce has gotten it. And then Do Young Park, who was a baseball writer for the Twins. Now he lives in Utah.
Been on Jeopardy.
He's been on Jeopardy.
Yep.
Okay,
And
well, there it is.
So, right.
Ringer.
And what's funny is Doe says that one of his claims to fame is he's one of the only people that have ever been on Jeopardy twice and been 0 for 2. Because he got invited back as like a second chance person. So he technically has been on that show twice and never won.
But just to get to Jeopardy is very difficult because there's all these different layers before you get actually on the show.
Which is the fun part about Initials. The people that have beaten Do Young Park is like, I beat a guy that has been on Jeopardy at Initials. Like even like Matt Burke went to Harvard, right? I think Matt Burke played once and got 1. Right, obviously very smart. Got 1. So like it's not necessarily. We've had very smart people struggle with the game because it's a riddle-ish thing that can not. It's not necessarily just trivia. Like, do you know this? It's like, can you figure out what the hell I'm trying to?
Oh my
you
goodness.
play at home,
before
you
everybody
play in
else
the
can.
car. You're really good at it.
Right, it's the pressure.
And it's weird because not everybody has the opportunity to come into the studio and play, and it is way different than playing in the car. Or listening and Rosie and I were talking, Mark Rosen, that as you get older, I know you and Amelia and I were talking about this too. As you get older, your brain, I have the answer, but I can't spit it out as fast as.
Synapses are a little slow.
Yep.
I know, and it's like crazy how some.
Should we
people
play?
Sure.
So,
yeah, let's do it.
If someone wants to buy one of this, how much is this?
So it's $39.99. The thing that I hate the most, I really truly hate this, is like shipping. Like everybody is so used to Amazon being shipping free. So like that shipping,
but it's from your basement.
I know. So like, I'm like, if I don't charge people for shipping, I'm just taking a bath on that. So like, I hate that I have to charge people for shipping, but It's a necessary
I
evil,
haven't looked at
unfortunately.
this, so this is cool.
Unfortunately.
All right, so
Yeah,
tell us how
let's
it
just go
goes.
one.
All right,
We'll fire
How
one
many
here.
different initial sets are in?
So you get 30 in a box. You can play 30 full games. And
Yeah.
what I've learned over the years, that looks like a tough combo maybe. what I've learned over the
That's
years
what we do when we play as a. And by the way, what have you learned throughout the years?
is when people are like, well, but isn't this like a one-time game? Like if you play it through, like isn't it just over? It's like,
Oh no, you forget.
so not only do you forget, I throw her under the bus all the time, but I'm going to do it again. So my neighbor is one of my editors, right? She proofreads and makes sure we don't have mistakes. Very smart. We've played in the neighborhood a handful of times. She has technically seen every card, right? Every card,
She's
every
the
clue.
proofer.
She's never won.
It's crazy.
Because
you
if
forget.
you wait 6 months or 12 months, like you just forget it. So if she's seen every clue and has never won, and she's smart, it's like I think if you leave this on the shelf for 6 months, you could play it again and it would be almost brand
Well, I
new.
don't even remember what I said on Monday, so I'm on her
And here's
page.
the other thing: when you're playing with family and friends, I've played it differently with every different group of people. Our fantasy football, all the girls, we get together and we
Right.
played initials. And what happens is if you get it right, then they hand the deck over and that person gets to
I
read
like
the
that.
next one.
Sure.
And then if whoever gets the next one, then you hand the deck over and they get to be the host.
There's different ways to play.
Or you have
For sure.
one host go through the whole pack, and then you're supposed to yell your name out.
Yep.
And then if you're wrong, you're out for the rest of that card. No, we just start screaming answers.
Oh no.
Yeah, my wife plays like that too. She's like, if I get to guess 3 times, I get to guess 3 times.
But it's fun.
Totally. But there are definitely people that dominate. So they end up being like all-time hosts because it's no fun if they win all the time. There's other people that are like, I'm never going to win because I don't get this game. So I'll
be the
just
host.
read it.
Okay,
I'll- exactly.
And it's fun to read them.
Sure. I like reading them
Yeah.
too. I've been doing it for 13 years.
Okay.
All right, you guys
Who
want to
you
battle?
bet? I want to talk about poker too in a little bit
Oh my
because you
God,
were just
that's-
in the World Series of Poker.
I was. It's
But
my favorite thing
who
on
would
the
you
planet.
bet on right now? I bet on, you know me, I told you she wasn't going to any that one day and she got one.
Yeah,
And
I don't know. I mean, you've been listening for basically
Yeah,
since day one,
I
so you
was-
know this game, Lee.
I was a host one time.
True.
I filled
She
in
has
for her
hosted for
one
me.
time.
Filled in
Wow.
once.
How about that?
Totally
Okay,
true.
so-
All right, so the initials are, we're going to go with PL.
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 Oh, okay.
All right, yell out your name when you think you know it. This is a heads up match. I like the heads up matches.
All
Here
right,
we go.
here we go.
All right, clue number
PL.
1. This is connected to cricket stumps. Clue 2. This is also connected to railroad tracks.
EL.
Mm-hmm. This is also connected to ruler edges.
Oh,
Ruler edges.
everybody's screaming out the answer at home.
These are connected to rectangles.
Lines. It's lines something.
Number 5. These don't touch.
Parallel lines.
See?
Lee.
Got it. Did
Here's
you
a
expect
Marty
this?
Gilmer thing.
You sure you want to play, Belle? She's going to take this pretty seriously. She might throw chairs.
right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Pencil lines. No,
There you-
parallel lines.
Parallel lines.
I
Yep.
love it.
Wow.
Okay. All right, let's do a couple more.
Lee's up 1 zip. All right, this is
1
PL
zip.
again. Number 2. Clue 1. Connected to a new form. Clue 2. Precedes a significant change in a person's circumstances. Clue 3. One theory connects these to burdens or memories.
I'm just going to go Lee. Personal life?
No. All right. So if we were truly
See,
playing
now
this
I'm
straight
out.
up, you would be out and Belle would get
But
to hear the
let's
rest
see
of the
if
clues.
she
But we
can-
can keep going. See if you can get her
Okay.
get it before Lee. Clue 4. This involves death.
Oh,
Clue 5. This is a belief.
belief.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, are you guessing over there?
If you know it, Alex, yell it out.
Post life.
Ooh, you're very close.
Mm.
Clue 6. These are connected to reincarnation. It's a tough one.
So it's not past life.
It is past
Whoa,
life. Exactly.
you got
That's a
it.
past life.
Past
exactly.
life.
All right,
Wow.
you got
Okay,
it.
one to
I said-
one.
But I did say post life, so I would have been
Let's see what
out.
else we got here.
All right, let's do one more.
All right, one more.
One
Let me
more?
see if I
Play
can
this
find
all
the
afternoon.
I know
file.
this is fun. Not as nervous here.
All right, let's try this one. All right, clue 1. These can be free.
Are we still PL?
Yep.
Okay.
Clue 2. Can be run by private companies or government authorities. Clue 3. These commonly include rows or sections. Clue 4. Commonly features lighting and security.
Lee,
Yep.
padlock.
No. Lee's out.
Okay.
I know. Only that one clue.
You want to take a shot, Bella, or you want to wait?
Do one more.
Clue 5 features spaces, stalls, and payment systems.
Public lands. No,
Nope,
it's like a public space or something like a.
You gave all 6? You gave all
one more.
Okay.
Clue 6. Tailgating is often done in these.
Parking lot.
Parking lot. That's a parking lot.
That was terrible. Padlock. What do we have all these?
Padlock,
Isn't that
public
crazy?
lands.
It's crazy. So, Belle, you have like a month before the semis. You got to practice the home game. You got to go out to the bars. You got to listen to the old podcasts. You got to practice.
So,
plus
really
shipping.
quick, talk about her game the other and who she played against, and it was pretty. Musk could have won.
Yeah,
and he's another high seed.
Well, Ben is possibly a wild card. Ben Lieber.
Ben Lieber, Mike Mussman.
Yep, Alexis Huss.
Yeah,
and then Bell and Muss. Am I forgetting anybody?
And Max.
And Max. Yep, and Max.
That's on the Power Trip morning show.
Yep. So it's a 5-wayer in the first round, then it's 4-ish in the second round.
Yeah.
So you'll face 3 people in round 2.
People can listen Mondays and Fridays, all the way through the late
quarters. Yep, and then the semis will be about once a week,
and then every Friday throughout the year.
So then what does the winner win?
Bragging rights for the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
and maybe a small trophy.
But right now, the viewer guess to the letters is $120,000.
Yeah, so that's something we've been doing for 5-ish or so years. It's super cool. So we have a jackpot that goes up at $500 every week. And the callers get to guess what letters I'm going to use. And it's gone off twice. It hasn't gone off in like 4 years. So we had a guy, Carl, win $31,500 for guessing his own initials, CR. Then about 6 months later, Mike guessed TS and won $13,500.
Wow.
And it hasn't been hit
was like
since.
5 years
so that's
ago,
why
right?
it's $120,000.
Yeah, so it's tomorrow it'll be $120,500 if they guess the letters right, which is it's not easy to do.
Do they have to get both?
Both.
Oh, that is
And what
hard.
radio station in the whole country
Right.
do you have the opportunity by listening to win $125,000?
And it's going to happen at some point. It is probably getting close to, quote, being due. But again, the odds are, if we're going to be super specific, the odds are 1 in 676 if all letters are equal, but they're not. I've never used a Z or an X or a Q or whatever. So if you start knocking off all those letters, we think it's somewhere in the 1 out of 250-ish range.
And sometimes you do SS, you do double letters sometimes. Yeah, because the gentleman who called on Monday did 2 letters. And you said that was a good guess.
I think SS is one of the 4 or 5 best guesses to maximize your chance of winning the money, but it wasn't on Monday.
So how long have you been at KFAN?
Since 2002. So interned at the U and never left.
Wow. So a long time.
Yep.
Always morning radio?
Always. Yep. Morning show from day one.
Well, no. Do you remember our conversation in an elevator a long, long, long time ago? Because he impressed me so much. He was very young.
Appreciate it.
He was his nickname was Sludge, and he
God.
did I know you hate that. He did an evening show, and I was listening one evening, and he and I rode up the elevator not too long. You remember that conversation?
I don't remember the specifics.
I would praise the hell out of you. I said, "You guys got to keep going, man. I was so impressed by." And he was just a young kid.
Super nice.
Yeah. And now look
24 years. So, and now KFAN's morning show is one of the biggest in the country.
It's a beast. Yeah. We got super lucky. And the reason why I say we got super lucky is a show like ours wouldn't have survived now because we had a ramp to fail, right? Back in the day, I think you had a longer leash. I think you had a better chance of learning on the fly. They would have wanted ratings faster now than they would have in 2001. We didn't have we were like in 5th or 6th place at the first, 4, 5, 6, 7 years of the show. It was a slow build. So it took us something like, 15-ish years to get to number 1?
That crazy?
Well,
who has that kind of patience anymore?
That's true. Everyone wants immediate gratification, but it is a tribute to you being, of course, the mainstay on the show and creating with a lot of different, gentlemen and women coming on. So radio being your number 1 job, but your other thing that you love to do is, I understand, gambling. So let's talk
gambling.
about that.
The whole show loves gambling, but yeah, it's truly my favorite thing. I don't have a gambling problem. I'm like a calculated gambler, but it's my favorite thing. I think poker, watch poker, play poker.
He
my whole
plays
life is
in the
poker.
World Series of Poker. He just got done, and you were very successful.
Thanks.
This year. Very successful.
So for someone that doesn't
speaking, yep.
understand how to get into that, tell us, how do you start that whole process? I don't understand how that's
The World Series specifically?
Yeah.
So the World Series is open to anybody. You just have to buy in. So you don't have to qualify. I think a lot of people don't understand that. You don't have to, earn your way there. It's not like the PGA Tour. Anybody that wants to buy in can buy in. So there's no barrier for entry.
Yeah, now we're thinking, cha-ching,
Okay,
what do we need to buy in?
$5,000 to get in?
It's $10K to get in.
$10K to get in.
To get
so
into
you
the main.
obviously need to understand that you're going to be pretty good at this before you're going to throw that money down the road.
Yeah, and only 15% get paid. So 85% of the people that play it go home losing $10,000.
And you've done that before?
I did that the first 4 years. I went home with nothing.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 I've cashed, which is the goal. I don't enter the tournament thinking I can win it because I think that's ridiculously unrealistic. My goal is always just to cash and then hope I kind of catch fire.
Do you go somewhere for this, or how does it work?
It's in Vegas.
It's
so
in
it's
Vegas,
the Horseshoe in Paris and Las Vegas every July. And to cash it, you have to last 4 days. To win it, you have to last about 10. So right now they're down to the final 9. It's like in a week and a half, they're going to play the final table. And a 22-year-old kid from Washington is a massive chip leader and is probably going to win millions of dollars.
Well, tell us what happened when you were there. You were just there then.
Yep, just there a couple of weeks ago. It's the best. It's like it's a couple hundred of the best players from Minnesota are there. So like all of my poker friends and acquaintances, all the best players in this upper Midwest region show up. It's just a lot of them spend all 6 weeks out there playing dozens of events. I just go twice. I go once in the beginning of June and then I go back for the main. So I spent about 11 days in Vegas in about a month, which is about as much as I want to spend unless I keep.
So,
because you have
crushing the
kiddos
main.
back here.
Yeah,
in a way.
exactly. Yep.
it
for
wasn't
sure.
a couple weeks ago. Well, right when you got back, you were in a
Mhm.
conversation, and I kind of was hanging around in the
Yeah.
studio listening. It seems to me you are learning every time something new, because even how the big guns, are
Yep.
doing things differently. And you played with a few of those this time around.
I technically for 50 minutes played with the best player in the world, the number 1 ranked player in the world.
So
on
what did you
day
learn?
3.
What did you learn now that you're very excited to go back next year and do the whole thing again?
Man, this would be super inside baseball essentially, but there's a thing called the bubble, which is basically when you're approaching the money. And I've had to deal with it differently the last 2 years. And now this year, I think I had a couple of eye-opening moments where I'm like, all right, if I get back here next year, I'm going to play it a slightly differently. My strategy is going to be a little bit different. So the game changes every couple of years, which seems super weird. It's like, how can poker change? But people break down numbers. They do all these deep analytic dives and they realize that we've been playing the game wrong always.
That's crazy.
And then
So
the whole game.
actuaries get involved here.
Yeah, like 25 years ago when it was big on TV, when it first kind of popped, it was a lot of like really stereotypical, like old guys in their basement that just went on their gut.
Yeah.
And that was what poker was. Now it's a bunch of like 23-year-old math whizzes that understand game theory and probability. It's just
and a lot of them are famous, a lot of famous people, a lot of famous poker players, but yet you were the most searched celebrity or player. Explain what you were.
Yeah, so this is the power of KFAN.
And this is KFAN,
This is
yeah.
totally true, but this is the power of KFAN. So I went semi-viral when I was in Vegas for the main because on WorldSeriesOfPoker.com, there's a player search, right? So if you want to see what Phil Hellmuth is doing or Daniel Negreanu is doing, you can go and find where they are and see how they're doing. Well, so I think Zach Halverson actually from the morning show was the first to notice that I was number 1 on the search bar because all of our listeners were like, I wonder how he's doing. I
How's
wonder
he
what his
doing?
stack is. So I was temporarily for like a couple of weeks the number 1 search player in the world on WSOP.com.
That is a lot
So-
of listeners caring
Which is-
about how you're
Here's
doing.
the other
Totally.
thing.
It's so
You're
cool.
playing poker in the World Series of Poker, and the guy, the main TV guy,
Yeah, Jeff Platt.
he comes up and interviews him, and then other people are sitting around him like, well, who's this guy?
Yeah,
What?
second
Dealing
so-
with Cory
So
Cove.
this is the second straight year Jeff Platt's interviewed me, which is super cool. But this is the second straight year the same reaction has taken place, which is I don't talk much at the table. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to watch everything. I'm trying to, mentally bank all of the things that I'm seeing. So 6 hours of silence essentially out of me. And then I get interviewed and I sit back down and the other 8 guys at the table are like, who in the sweet hell are you? Right? Because all of a sudden they think like, are you like this poker savant that we just don't know? And I'm like, no, it's not from poker. Don't worry about it.
I'm a radio person.
Yeah, you don't have anything to worry about.
Oh my gosh. It's super fun. That makes sense to me. Oh, that must be exciting.
It was cool. Yeah, it was super fun. And everybody was nice. But then I went from 6 hours of silence to I got grilled for 20 minutes. Like, what do you do? Who are you? And how long have you been? So it was like a 8-person interview for 20 minutes after that. It was
not
awesome.
Not only is he on the most popular radio show in the Twin Cities, Power Trip Morning Show on KFAN, he's got Initials Game. He's in the World Series of Poker, but he's also, I think you are head of the Driveway Club, aren't you?
Oh boy.
I heard about this.
Yeah. You know what the Driveway Club is, Belle?
Well, please explain more. Please tell.
I love my wife, but I didn't know that this was as common as it is, but I thought I was like one of the only people in the Twin Cities that dealt with this, but I guess it's a very common problem, especially like amongst Power Trip listeners. We have a 3-car garage. Oh, good for us. I have a vehicle. My wife has a vehicle. My 20-year-old daughter has a vehicle. We have 3 cars, 3 stalls.
Perfect.
Pretty easy math, right?
Right.
Guess how many cars are in the 3-car garage? Take a guess.
Based on how much stuff we have, I don't know. It's like maybe 2.
It's less. It's 1. Now, Belle, guess which vehicle of the 3 is the one that goes in the garage?
Well, it has to be your wife's.
It is my wife's.
Well, that makes sense to me.
If it gets really, really cold and we got to get 2 cars in the garage, guess whose car is definitely the one that is covered in snow in the driveway? That would be mine.
And you're getting up at 3:00 in the morning to go in.
Yeah, and no big deal. You just have that morning gig.
Yep, I'm up at 4 and I'm freezing and I can't feel scraping and it's the worst. And then like the guys on the show give me crap. They're like, well, why don't you do auto start? And I'm like, I don't even auto start my car because I wake up, I'm in the shower within 30 seconds and I'm out the door. Like, I don't even want to think about starting my car and waiting 10 minutes. So my car is ice cold and I'm cursing the world.
Do you also hang out on the driveway a lot when things are not kind of going well inside? Just kind of like hanging on the driveway too? Is that part of the driveway
No, but I probably
club?
will today now that you said that. I'll probably just stare out the window and think about my reality.
Well, because I think I see that a lot when I walk around. I always see, random men on the driveway with usually just a crappy little, folding like, lawn chair. And I'm like, I wonder why that person's on the driveway.
I think every husband ends up in the driveway club. And the reason why I know that is we did a show, the Power Trip did a show at Treasure Island a couple months ago and basically did a show of hands. We're like, hey, who is anybody else here in the driveway club? I bet it was 2/3 of the dudes in the crowd raised their hand. Like, yep. And proudly raised their hand. Like, 10 years, driveway club. I'm like, are you nuts? So I've been in this house for 12 years and I think I've been in the driveway club for about, I would guess at least 11. I mean, it was almost immediate.
So I'm going to pray for not a very cold winter for you. Is that what you're asking me to do? Okay.
It would be great if it was like 65 degrees for the next 10 months.
This is weathering life. And I think coming up with something like the Initials Game and how successful you've been, like if people have an idea and they want to do something like that, do it because it really worked for you.
I mean, what would
That's
your
so
advice
cool.
be? Because like this is something that was just in your brain, it was just bouncing around in your brain for a long time, but bringing it to life is another whole echelon of mastering something that a lot of people can't do. So what would your tip be?
Here's my tip, and it's actually like a semi plug, but I think that the luckiest part of me starting this was finding somebody local to help me because I was going to try to print in China because it's so much cheaper to print in China. They do all, ships over on some, container ship and then it just lands in San Diego and you got to figure it out. It sounded like a nightmare. And I'm like, I don't know how the board game industry works. I don't know how to print games in China and ship them over. I don't know.
Who does?
So I got in touch with a place called Seven Corners. They've changed their name since, but Seven Corners, this local printing place in St. Paul. And the thing that really was awesome for me is they knew every aspect of making the game. All I had to worry about was the content. So just to be able to drive 15 minutes and like see it, touch it, like, and know that I had local people I could trust and help a small business. They're helping me. I'm helping them. It was so awesome that I had somebody locally. So,
and you're up to 6 versions.
6 versions now. Yeah.
Can you still get 1, 2?
Nope. 1, 2, and 3 basically will
collector's items.
Probably never get reprinted again just because you got to buy in bulk to make it work. And I think I've probably mostly tapped out the market for the first 3, but I think 7 will be in the next year or so. So they're going to keep going.
So you're still coming up with these?
Oh yeah, I got to keep going now.
Keep going. Oh my goodness.
I have to find an off ramp off the Power Trip morning show at some point. I got to find a financial off ramp.
So what is your forecast? What is your forecast for the future? What do you look? I mean, you got 2 girls.
Yeah, I mean, that's you guys know how this works. It's called weathering life. The older you get, the more valuable time is, more than money. So like, I'm at the point now where like I say no to everything. I don't like wasting my time. I want to either be spending time with my girls or playing cards, and that's about it. So that's the rest of my life is traveling and playing cards for sure.
That's great. So then your forecast is just to limit outside noise and just
totally.
have a few things that are important to you.
Totally.
I think
my
that's
girls.
really great.
Yeah.
How old are they again?
20 and 12.
20 and 12.
If they want to
12.
do something, you're like, okay, I'll try it. You did something the other day. I can't remember what the girls wanted you to do. And you're like, what the heck? Let's just go do
whatever
it.
they want to do, right?
Yeah.
I never get a vote in that house. That's why I'm in the driveway club, right? Whatever my girls say is what happens.
That's cute.
Well, we appreciate you coming on and making us a little bit of that window today.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
And good
Cory
luck to
Cove.
you in the tournament.
Oh my
Hey, it's so
goodness.
cool.
I'm already nervous. I might need to borrow this in practice or get my own. I'll get my own.
We need
That'll
a
be
year
great.
of female domination. We've never had a lady win. Marnie is awesome at the game, but she's
She
never
is.
really had a deep run either. So
But
far
the
it's 2
gal
for
last
2.
Friday, the comedian.
Kelsey Cook, yeah.
See, she could be it.
And by the way, you're going to make the shelf.
Love it.
Yeah. Initials will go on our shelf of little things that represent all the guests that we've had here in the past.
Wonderful.
So.
Yes.
Right next to the Werthers.
That's right.
Werthers. You like the Werthers.
How
don't
can you not?
Cory Cove, thank you for coming on Weathering Life with Bell and Lee.
Yeah.
Good luck with everything.
Thanks to you guys. You guys are the best.
All right. Thanks. Thanks for watching.